Some would say that leaders are born. I believe leaders are called by God. I believe leaders are called by God before they're ever conceived in the womb of their mother. And I believe that God then, after the conception, I believe that God then begins to shape them, protects them, pours qualities in them of leadership, of wisdom, of understanding, of divine counsel. I'm a resident of the city of Detroit, as is Mikál, and I was actually raised here as a child. And so I've seen Detroit come from what it used to be to its present condition, and it's very troubling to me as a resident of the city and as an adult in the city. I believe it is time. In fact, it's not just me. I told you my name is Pastor Reed. I believe God is about to do a new thing in Detroit. He's about to do a new thing in the world, but he's definitely getting ready to do a new thing in the city of Detroit, because everybody has been posturing and saying things and doing things that is about them and not necessarily about the betterment of the people and the betterment of our city. And it is time for a shake-up and time for change. Some people that are willing to sacrifice and put the people before their own interests. That's what we need. We also need some people who will understand that we're being watched not only by the people of the city of Detroit, but we're being watched by the world. A lot of people pay attention to what goes on in Detroit. And so if you're being watched, then you need to know how to carry yourself. And you need to know how to present yourself to the world. And Mikál Crawford has been raised the right way and is the right kind of person that will show the world what Detroit is all about. That's what I believe that City Council is just the beginning for Mikál Crawford. And it is a beginning and a great start for the city of Detroit. But I actually see mayor, governor, and don't be surprised to see him someday in Washington, D.C. I also admire his business tenacity. And when it comes down to his taking a seat on the Detroit City Council, that's going to be big. That is going to be a big plus added to the skill set of the entire council. Mikál is very serious about conducting business. He believes that business should start off right from the very first day. Mikál Crawford would be a very excellent person to vote for come August 4th for City Council. So if you go to the polls and you're bombarded with a whole lot of cards and people and things to think about, just make sure you pull one of the levers for Mikál Crawford for the Detroit City Council. I would like Crawford as one of the chosen and the called that will bring a very serious business mind, a very serious approach to business, and a very caring attitude about the people, the residents of the city. I know him personally, not just from a business standpoint. I know his mother. I know his grandmother. And they say that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's a very positive and a very real statement. And so he gets his caring nature and his character honestly. And that's what we need for Mikál Crawford for the Detroit City Council.